Hey, let's take a look at another Nova character in the What If universe. So what if Nova wasn't Rick Ryder, the one that I grew up reading about, and not only in the 70s, but also in the, well, he came in and out of other superhero groups like the Avengers and other people. I remember seeing him appear. But what if he ended up in, and this is not Patsy Walker or Patsy, what was her name? I keep wanting to say Patsy Cline in my head. So I thought with the bright, brilliant red hair, there's several people this could have been. It could have been Jean Grey. Clearly it's not. I was thinking maybe this is Hellcat, and it's like, what if it was Hellcat? The only information I could find online is that this character, whose name is Helen Taylor, a non-Marvel entry, is that she was an American feminist. So I don't know if that has anything to play into this story whatsoever. The picture did look a lot older than she, looks like it's from the 1800s. But anyway, so this particular situation in this world is Helen Taylor and her husband get mugged, and unfortunately her husband dies. She vows to get revenge on him one way or another. She's going to get her revenge. So she's praying beside of his gravestone months later. Your murder has been, or praying, talking, whatever people do at gravestones. Your murder has been consigned to the police blotter to be forgotten. In other words, the police don't care. Let's be honest. They got too many other things to deal with living people, much less dead people. Dang it, Frank. I want to help, but I need something. I need a sign, some miracle. I can't do this by myself anymore. Kaboom! Like a flash of light from heaven, like God answering her prayer, she gets smashed with light, transforming her into the Nova. I begged for a miracle, and it's been granted to me. I'm alive with power. Power I feel flowing through me, energizing me. This is the sign I needed. I'm coming for you, killer. I'm coming to exact my vengeance. This is a great shot right here. So, in the months to follow, she goes around basically looking for him. It's like, who's the guy who murdered Frank Taylor? Speak now, you will serve Christ. But it's abroad. No dame I ever knew could break in through stone. So she goes around basically not just harming or arresting criminals, killing them. She's going around exacting her revenge on pretty much everybody. So she's going around and she justifies it as, well, your drugs and stuff that you did killed other people. So, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. That's her main way of looking at it. While on one of her ventures looking for that murderer that murdered her husband, she ends up going against the kingpin. Uh-oh. Well, now she ain't going to be able to make it. But what? The kingpin's actually getting killed himself. There he goes. He's falling down. And, as big as he is, you figure he'd bounce back. I guess he didn't. So Nova blasts crooks. Heroine or villainous? She's going around. Her rage is relentless. Her fury unabated. Whoever stands in her way falls like chaff before the scythe. And should some hapless innocent fall as well, she shrugs it off as a casualty of war. So now she's crossing, not only killing bad guys, which that's one of those things you have to realize, is it right or is it wrong? It just depends on how you look at it. But when you're killing off innocent people and just shrug it off, you've crossed the line. You're no longer being sane. And she just struts around and people look in there like, oh, watch out for her. So the government has contracted the Fantastic Four to go after her. And that they do. They send some robots out to kill her, or to stop her, not kill her, but stop her. She goes on head to head with the Thing. And, of course, the rest of the Fantastic Four are backing him up. Together, they work to knock her out. Well, Sue Storm, of course, who is the actual strongest of all of the Fantastic Four. Let's be honest. When she was Malice, she kicked butt. She puts her in a bubble and chokes the life out of her, pretty much, deplenishing her air. And so they analyze her and realize there's no way to contain her power. And if she ever wakes up, she's going to be unstoppable. So what they do is they send her to the negative zone. It's kind of like, how, did I say, yeah, I did say negative zone, but I'm thinking, is that the right word? Because I'm thinking in my head, that's how they used to put, on Krypton, they didn't execute them. They put them into the phantom zone. That's what my brain's cross-referencing that. So they're putting her there until they can figure out what to do. And it's kind of like a jail, like that phantom zone, evidently. Meanwhile, the person she's been going after looks like he's been down there for months. They found the murderer, and he's been down for months. And it's like, he's like, he's probably no one important. Because like, there ain't been no missing reports bulletin either. He probably ain't important, Sam. Probably no one even knew he was gone. So all this time she was looking for him, and he was already gone. So that is the story of the Nova female, the first female Nova to be in the Marvel Comics, which, I mean, there's only, 2 at this point that I know of. There's, I guess 3 technically, if you count the original one who endued the power, which he looks just like him. He could at least look more like green or something, like Sur, because let's be honest, this is the Green Lantern mythology. So he could at least been like red or green or some other color to make him look more like an alien. But so we have the first, I guess, Nova, Richard Rider, the second one, and now we have Helen Taylor. I keep wanting to say Patsy something. Patsy's anyway. I thought for sure this was to be, what if Hellcat got her powers, that kind of thing. So if you know anything about Helen Taylor that I don't know, please comment below. Let me know what you know about this, because I don't know if this is a one-time deal or did she ever come back? Sometimes what if comic books turn out to be going ongoing series? The best one I could think of is Spider-Girl. Spider-Girl got a what if, and then it became like 100 and some issues of her own magazine, or her own comic book. So I don't know. I've never seen her elsewhere. So if you let me know, comment below. Thank you for those people who are doing so. And I think it's pretty good art. It's an interesting story. So, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And her power, even though, we do want to do what's right, my takeaway is you have to have balance. And I think it does say something somewhere. I think it's whenever Reed Richards is talking. She prowls the street. It's somewhere. It's like, hey, gals, and I think she's dangerous, Ben, and so does the government. Or he asked her, "What do you think?" He asked him, "What do you think?" They've asked the Fantastic Four to stop her before anyone else is killed. She's like, okay, I thought they were talking about it, and he was pretty much saying, you know what? For the right reasons or wrong reasons, she's still doing too much damage. And I saw this right here when I was saying, casualties of war should not be innocent people. If you have that much power, you have the power to not do that. So if you ever get the Nova power, be really careful. Don't let power consume you.